Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to the most naughty players of all time. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Well, this is a first. Today I uploaded a video about the 6 dirtiest players in NBA history, and YouTube actually deemed the video as unfit for non-adults, and instantly made the video age restricted. Because of this, I basically make no money off of the video.
Welcome to my world, son. Welcome to my world. Anything I put up gets demonetized, and it could say I could be talking about the playoffs. I could be talking about the playoffs. I could be talking about the I could be talking about free agency. I could just be talking about the NBA in general. I could be talking about the game. I could be talking about the video games. And it'll just hit me with an instant age restriction like nothing. Because I said fucking shit. Because I said fucking shit in my video. I'm a grown ass man. Give a fuck about these kids. Fuck these kids. Give a fuck about these kids. Shit. They shouldn't be on here anyway.
And much of my audience doesn't have access to it. Well, seeing that YouTube apparently wants my videos to have the intensity of a Bob the Builder episode, I decided to chug 3 soy lattes and completely neuter the video with childish edits, and then re-upload the video with no sarcastic or passive-aggressive edits towards YouTube whatsoever. If you'd rather watch the heavy metal, rebellious, criminal version, that is still available on the channel for those above the age of 18. For the rest of you, this will have to do. Most days on my channel, I like to highlight the strength.
So this is the PG version. Okay, yeah, we don't want the PG version. We grown over here. Yeah, we grown over here. Yeah, we grown over here. We don't do that. We don't do that. There we go. So here go the adult version of this. Like I said, welcome to my world, kid. YouTube on that bullshit.
Most days on my channel, I like to highlight the strengths and positive aspects about various NBA players. But today is not one of those days. On this day, we're taking a look at the 6 dirtiest players in the history of the league. Now first, let me explain. In no way do I believe that my list is an objectively correct list, but it's simply my opinion based on my experience while watching these players. There's several factors that went into my ranking, like how often the players committed dirty plays, how egregious were the offenses, and how long were they doing it throughout their careers. There's so many players who could have been on this list but didn't make it. So let me know in the comments if there's a player.
He played for the Bucks, so I ain't gonna say nothing about Grayson Allen because he played for the Bucks.
So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 6, Zaza Pachulia.
This bitch ass. Ooh, this bitch ass nigga right here get me so fucking mad every time I see him. Cause he got a punchable face, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Every time I see this bitch ass. Ooh, muscle face, steroid face ass nigga, bro. Ooh, he got a punchable face. I swear to God, I'll be ready to knock this nigga the fuck out, bro. I hate this nigga with a passion, bro. I hate what he did to Kawhi. I hate this nigga so fucking much, bro. For what he did to Kawhi, what he was trying to do to Westbrook. Ooh, I'll be ready to beat this nigga ass, bro. He got a punchable face, bro. I swear, bro. Just... Ooh. Ooh. Just uppercut that nigga, bro. Smack this nigga. Smack this nigga in the back of the head. With a lead pipe, nigga. Made of Wakanda vibranium. I got me fucked up. Ooh, I want to smack. Ooh, I want to whoop this nigga ass so bad, bro. I ain't never want to whoop a nigga ass more badly than this nigga, bro. Every time I see this nigga, bro, I just instantly get this certain, ooh, this nigga just make me angry, bro. I hate him. Bitch ass nigga.
11 center had a 16-year career, and he was never an all-star, and most people would describe him as average at best. But to many people, he'll be remembered for a long time for all the wrong reasons. In many instances, Zaza looked as if he was trying to outright hurt people, and if I'm being honest, he hasn't always been the best at hiding it. The most memorable moment of his career was when he slid his foot under a jump shooting Kawhi Leonard in Game 1 of the 2017
and ruined that man's whole career.
Finals. At that point, the Spurs were leading the game by 19 points and appeared as if they were about to steal home court advantage in the series. Instead, Kawhi was lost for the series and the Spurs were swept.
Supposed to be a 7-game series.
This unnatural defensive play may have had a history-changing ripple effect on the NBA as a whole. But trust me when I say this, that play was far from the only instance of Zaza playing with questionable motives, and based on the fact that his legacy is alive today because of his dirty antics, he gets the starting spot on my list. Number 5, Draymond Green.
Draymond is questionable. Draymond has been questionable because looking back at it, some of these instances ain't really his fault. I'm just gonna keep it real. A lot of these instances ain't really his fault, bro. Draymond's just not a likable person. That's one thing I will say. He's not a likable person, but a lot of these instances ain't really his fault. Minus the kicking people in the nuts. Kicking people in the nuts. That's all Draymond. But the Sabonis one where he stepped on Sabonis had his foot. Sabonis was grabbing his foot. He was trying to walk over him, but Sabonis had his foot, so he couldn't get over him. So he accidentally ended up stepping on him and jumping up to make Sabonis let his feet go. Sabonis was holding on to him. What the fuck was Draymond supposed to do? I still stand on that. That was not Draymond's fault. That's Sabonis' fault. That's crazy, but I do agree. Nobody likes Draymond. Let's just keep it real. Nobody likes Draymond, especially after what you did to Jordan Poole, bro. You a certified bitch ass nigga for that shit, bro. For what you did to Jordan Poole, all just because he was talking shit in practice. That should motivate you, bro. That shouldn't make you mad. Even Kobe talked shit in practice. I'm not saying that Jordan Poole is on the level of Kobe, but let's be real. I mean, if niggas is trash talking in practice, that should motivate you to go hard, bro. You been in the league for how long now? And you losing your temper over a nigga just being cocky and talking shit? Grow up. Draymond, grow up.
The screeching 14-year-old Warriors fans in the chat because I just picked 2 straight players from Golden State.
Don't nobody care about Zaza.
To be fair, Zaza only spent 2 of his 16 seasons with the Warriors.
Don't nobody care about Zaza.
So most of his dirty plays
beat that nigga ass. Everybody beat that nigga ass.
Back to Draymond though, it kind of blows my mind how many Warriors fans continue to defend Draymond as if he's some kind of saint.
Yeah, I think Warrior fans now don't defend him because of what he did to Jordan Poole. I think all Warrior fans hate Draymond because of what he did to Jordan Poole and how he fucked up the season for them to repeat. Because the Warriors could have repeated, but Draymond fucked that up, and that's facts. It's facts. Draymond fucked y'all season up. That and Andrew Wiggins' baby mama. Andrew Wiggins' baby mama and Draymond Green fucked y'all season up, bro. Real talk. Them 2 entities fucked your season up. So if you see Andrew Wiggins' baby mama, y'all should know what to do. If you see Draymond, smack the fuck out that nigga. Tell him, bitch ass nigga, don't you ever hear nobody on this team again fucking up the chemistry.
My thought process is there's only so many times a player can be the center of an altercation before we start to label him.
See that's doing too much, Draymond. That's doing too much. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt because there are some instances where it's not Draymond's fault, but nigga, you clearly just doing the most.
A dirty player. And for me personally, I came to that conclusion a long time ago. Some players have very specific dirty antics.
See, like that right there, that's Anthony Davis doing that. You could clearly see that's Anthony Davis doing that. Now, this one right here where he grabbing and tugging on the jersey is 50-50 because it's like, I don't think because nobody is trying to grab another nigga jersey on a rebound, bro. You trying to go up for the rebound. You not trying to grab a nigga jersey, bro. But sometimes there are instances where you do shit that you not realizing that you doing it. So I can't see if that could have been an accident.
Conclusion a long time ago. Some players
but this right here, look at this. Look at this. Anthony Davis is literally wrapping his legs around his arm. Look at that. Anthony Davis is clearly wrapping his legs around his arm, bro. Anthony Davis is trying to put this man in a Chris what's Chris Benoit move? The crippler crossface. He trying to put this nigga in a crossface, bro.
Specific.
Look at that. He trying to put him in a crossface, bro.
In a bit. But as for Draymond, he executes his dirty maneuvers in a variety of ways, like stomping on players' chests, like
that was an accident.
Junk.
Okay, them ain't no accidents.
Slapping them in the junk.
Yeah, Draymond was doing a little too much right there, but LeBron shouldn't have stepped over him though. LeBron shouldn't have stepped over him. That was I can't really give that to LeBron. LeBron shouldn't have stepped over him. But at the same time, Draymond, you ain't gotta go for the man nuts. You could have literally just pushed him and be like, bro, you ain't gotta be walking all over me like that, bro. Don't do that. You literally could have just did that, but no, you go for the man nuts. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And slapping them in the face. Although he's certainly one of the greatest defensive players.
All right. I'll take back everything I said. Draymond, you dirty as fuck, bro. I'll take back everything I said. Draymond, you dirty as fuck, bro. Alright, bro. You dirty as fuck, my nigga. You dirty as fuck, bro.
To ever live, Green usually never passes up an opportunity to dish out some punishment.
Hey, Draymond, low key, I kind of want to whoop your ass now. Watching all these highlights, bro, I kind of want to whoop your ass now, bro. You making me mad, bro. I don't even hoop like that no more. I don't even hoop like that no more. But even I want to whoop your ass. Cause this some shit that'll just this the shit that make niggas be like, alright, wait right here while I go to the car. This that type of shit. Like Draymond the type of nigga get the park shot up, bro. Real talk. Draymond is the type of nigga to get the block shot up, bro. Playing basketball. Like, bro, can you just not be extra? Is it that hard? Like, bro, I really want to whoop this nigga ass, bro, for real.
Just vaguely enough for it to look like it was an accident to some. If you ask me, Green is one of the more subtle, dirty players in NBA history. But based on the insane number of frequent offenses, I think he definitely deserves a spot.
Hitting a nigga in the nuts, that's wild.
Number 4.
I don't believe in this one. I believe that he got a bad reputation because of the malice at the palace. I think that's what this is. He got a bad reputation because of malice at the palace. I don't agree with this one at all. Not at all. He got a bad. They put that on him, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. I don't agree with this one at all. Nope, I don't agree with this one at all. Nah, bro. Nah. Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. I don't agree with this one.
Formerly known as Ron Artest. He wasn't the most frequent offender, and although he played physically, he likely had...
That's the thing. He's a physical player, bro. He's very physical on defense. He uses physicality on defense. That's how he stopped a lot of his opponents, bro. That's all it is, bro. If you can't handle physicality, then you shouldn't be playing basketball, bro. He's just a tough-nosed defender, bro. Blue collar, bro. He's that type of player that's gonna get in your face. He gonna bump chests with you. He gonna do a lot of shit with you. Now the James Harden thing. When he elbowed the fuck out of James Harden, okay, I'm not defending that one at all. You can't defend that one at all. You can't. But a lot of the other instances, like when he got into it with Kobe elbowed that nigga in the throat. What the fuck was he supposed to do, bruh? What the fuck was Ron Artest supposed to do, bruh? Kobe literally elbowed that nigga in his throat. What is Ron Artest supposed to do at that point? Just sit there and take the shit? No, nigga. Of course I'm gonna come back and get. Of course I'm gonna get my get back, nigga. You just elbowed me in my fucking throat, bro. You trying to collapse my lungs and shit. Like we not gonna sit up here act like Kobe wasn't a dirty player too. Let's not sit up here. R.I.P. to the Bean, R.I.P. to the Mamba. No disrespect, but we not gonna sit up here act like Kobe wasn't dirty. Kobe was dirty as they come, nigga. It's just that it's Kobe. That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
Had the fewest dirty plays out of any player in my top 6.
We ain't gonna act like
but
this.
With that being said, World Peace committed some of the most egregious dirtiness that the game of basketball has ever seen. Obviously, he was the player who famously triggered the malice at the palace when he ran into the stands to punch some fans.
Knocked them niggas the fuck out.
Deserved to get
punched. This moment was lit.
This
was the littest moment in NBA history, bruh. Yep. This is goated, bruh.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
This is a goated moment in NBA history. This is more goated than the 3-1. This is more goated than the 3-1. This is more goated than Wilt scoring 100. This moment in NBA history is just goated, bruh.
Was involved in several altercations that night, but in hindsight, maybe the most play was when he absolutely wrecked James Harden's temple with an utterly vicious elbow.
I can't speak for this one though. This was OD, bro.
He now had the words "World Peace" written across his back.
This is OD right
World
here.
War might have been a more apt description. Like Draymond, he was also an all-time great defensive player. But as in the case of many of those intense, energetic types, they tend to take things a step too far every once in a while, and Artest was no exception. Number 3, Karl Malone. Remember in Draymond Green's segment when I said there were players with more specific types of dirty? Well, there's no better example of that than
Karl Malone. Yeah, you gotta come to If anything, Karl Malone should be number 1 on this bitch. But I can understand if there's another player on here that should be number 1. But Karl Malone is definitely in the top billing for number 1. If we talk about dirtiest players in the NBA, we ain't gonna talk about his off the court antics. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about off the court antics. Hey, that's between him and that other person. It seems that they on good terms. They cool about it. They don't really try to discuss it. They don't try to bring him down because of that. So I mean, if they on good terms about it, I think as people, we should just let them live their lives. It happened. She cool with it. He cool with it. They got a kid together. They all good. They all talk. They all are in agreement not to go back and forth with this. You know what I'm saying? It's not being brought to the public. It's not like the lady in question is out here trying to go wait years later like all them bitches in that R. Kelly documentary and try to make a fucking whole documentary based off that incident. No, they all cool about it. It is what it is. It happened. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of getting over it. I'm pretty sure she hasn't gotten over it, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of healing, a lot of praying, and there's a lot of cohesiveness going on. Everything is copacetic right now. So, but the world for some odd reason, still feels to be. And Chris Rock said it best, even though I don't agree with Chris Rock on that special when he was talking about Will Smith, but he was right about one thing: selective outrage. And that's what I feel like. So off the court, we ain't gonna talk about it. That's selective outrage. But as far as like on the court though, yeah, between what he did to David Robertson, what he did to Isaiah Thomas, bro, he was trying to holler at Kobe wife. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man.
What the hell?
You trying to holler at Vanessa. You trying to holler at Vanessa, man. Kobe going through it right now. You hollering at his wife. Like, come on, Chief. You gotta chill, bro. You doing a little too much, bro.
Karl Malone, who was constantly throwing around some of the most dangerous and violent elbows that I've ever seen. On a side note, imagine being a player who was throwing around violent elbows throughout the entirety of your career and is also the player with the most technical fouls in NBA history, yet neither of those things are the most negative thing you're remembered for.
He got the most technical fouls? You sure about that? I could have sworn Rasheed Wallace got the most technical fouls in NBA history. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a Mandela effect. But I could have sworn Rasheed Wallace had the most technicals in NBA history. Not Karl Malone. I could understand Karl Malone though, but I thought it was Rasheed Wallace with the most technical fouls.
Regardless of his basketball skills, that is the legacy of Karl Malone. As I was saying about his elbows, they were insanely violent, and it didn't help matters that he was one of the strongest and most powerful players of all time. In several cases, he even knocked out the opposing player. One of those players was Elliot Perry, who didn't play in the final 38 minutes of that game due to the KO blow. Another player was the Hall of Fame center David Robinson, who went so limp that it almost looked like he was going to break his leg from the fall. Robinson is also one of the strongest players in the history of the game, and the mailman dropped him in an instant with one of the most devastating cheap shots that you'll ever see. The most famous incident, though, was when Malone dealt this punishing blow to Isaiah Thomas in the first quarter of a regular.
And then Kenyon Martin got that get back. Hey, shout out to Kenyon Martin, bro. Hey, Kenyon Martin was one of them niggas you did not want to fuck with, bro. Real talk, Kenyon Martin was one of them niggas you did not want to fuck with, bro. Shout out to Kenyon Martin, bro. That nigga fucked Karl Malone up on that one play. He smacked the fuck out of Karl Malone. Karl Malone was driving to the paint. Kenyon Martin came from out of nowhere, whacked that nigga upside the head like, bah! Nigga. I was like, dude! And Karl Malone ain't do shit. He just walked back to the bench like, damn, this nigga done fucked me up. Shout out to Kenyon Martin. Shout out to Kenyon Martin.
Regular season game. This blow was so damaging that
he got his get back for Isaiah
had to be rushed to the hospital, where he received 47 stitches to seal up the wound.
Damn.
Isaiah described the contact by saying that it felt like he had just been shot in the head. Amazingly, Isaiah actually returned to the game in the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, these were just a few crazy examples of his most punishing signature move in the NBA. And considering how much he loved to dish out these elbows, it's no wonder why he tried his luck in the WWE. Number 2, Bruce Bowen. It takes a lot of dirtiness to be ranked ahead of the mailman, but
this nigga should be number 1. This nigga is goated, bruh. Everybody hates Bruce Bowen. Everybody hates Bruce Bowen. It ain't even up for debate. Everybody hates Bruce Bowen. This nigga will undercut you on jump shots, layups, dunks. This nigga will drop kick you in the face. This nigga will grab you in midair and then push you and make you fall down real hard and make you try to land on a part of your body that's gonna hurt. Like this nigga right here, Bruce Bowen, the worst. The worst. if there was one nigga worse than Karl Malone and Draymond and all of them, it's this nigga right here. This nigga is the worst. He should be number one. I know you gonna put somebody from the Pistons in the 80s up here, whether it be Dennis Rodman or Bill Laimbeer or Rick Mahorn or whoever the fuck you decide to put up there. Listen, bro, none of them niggas was fucking with him, okay? This nigga took it way too far, bro. Them niggas was just smacking niggas. Them niggas was just smacking niggas, bro, in the paint. That's all they was doing. They was just smacking niggas in the paint. This nigga was trying to end careers, bro. Bruce Bowen deserved all the smoke, my nigga. It's not even a debate, bro. I mean, I hate Zaza Pachulia with a passion, but I hate this nigga more. This the type of nigga this is the nigga I would drop kick if I ever saw him in real life. Real talk. Oh, peanut head ass nigga, bro.
Bowen earned his spot with his devious schemes. Although he was the Defensive Player of the Year runner-up for 3 straight seasons, I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad he never won the award because of his antics on the court.
Look at this shit. Wally Zerbiak.
Bruce Lee Bowen kick to Wally Zerbiak's face. Also, when he unnecessarily stepped on Kobe's wrist in the playoffs, and him repeatedly sliding under the foot of the jump shooter as he was landing.
He did this shit, bro. He did, bro. Bro, I know a lot of people be like, but Zaza did that too. It's like, bro, he's worse because he's a repeat offender, bro. He's a repeat offender. You don't understand. This nigga right here is a repeat offender. It don't matter who you is. It don't matter if you the sixth man, the ninth player off the bench. If he guarding you, he gonna put his foot under you and take you out, bro. That was his mission, bro. His mission was to take you out, bro. He is a dirty player, bro. He is number one, bro. I don't think none of the bad boy Pistons deserve it, bro. They only get all that hype because of them fucking up Jordan and the Bulls for the most part. That's really all it was, just them fucking up Jordan, Bird, and Magic and shit. But realistically, then nobody really cared. That's the 80s, bro. Everybody was fucking everybody up back then, bro. This shit right here, he was trying to end niggas' careers, bro. Imagine you just trying to pull up for a jump shot, and now you gotta take a jump shot, and then as you coming down, you gotta look down to see where this nigga feet at, so that way you don't land on it, so that way you don't roll your fucking ankle, bro. This nigga was a fucking atrocious ass. This nigga was the worst, bro. Fuck Bruce Bowen, bro. Fuck this nigga, bro.
Go back and watch some Bruce Bowen footage, and you'll see that this maneuver of his was about as consistent as the fadeaway was for Michael Jordan. No player knows that better than Vince Carter, who had his ankle rolled a total of 3 times by the Spurs defender, and on the 3rd instance, you could tell things had reached a boiling point with Carter. But make no mistake, he tried this cheap tactic with many other stars, including Kobe Bryant, Michael Finley, and Paul Pierce. The funny thing is, Bowen has an argument for the top spot, but unlike the guy in first, Bowen isn't a bold kind of dirty, but he's rather quiet about it, and still says to this day that he's never tried to intentionally hurt anyone.
Bullshit!
The film seems to strongly suggest
bullshit!
And for this reason, he securely takes the runner-up spot on my list.
Nah, he's number one.
Number 1, Bill Laimbeer.
This is overrated, bro. This is overrated, bro. It's only overrated because he used to fuck up Michael and Bird and Magic, bro. That's the only reason why, because he used to fuck them up, bro. Who cares, bro? That was the 80s. Y'all was doing that shit back then. This nigga was doing this shit when it was illegal, bro. He was doing this when it was semi-illegal, bro. When you could still kind of get away with knocking a nigga out, going driving to the paint. You couldn't do that in the 2000s, bro. In the 90s and the 2000s, bro. The league was not meant for that, bro. But this nigga right here, he definitely should be on this list, but it's really overrated, bro, because he was playing in an era where you could actually do this shit. That's the thing. Bruce Bowen is number one. It's not even up for debate, bro. Bruce Bowen is number one. Because back in the 80s, you could do shit the shit that he was doing. You can't do this shit now. Bruce Bowen is number one, bro. He tried to end niggas' careers for real.
This man is the face of what is likely the dirtiest team in the history of the NBA, the bad boy Detroit Pistons. Lambier's reputation was so awful within the NBA that he even had nicknames like Freddy, as in Freddy Krueger, the Prince of Darkness, his heinous, and axe murderer. A bit of a dramatic reputation for simply a basketball player.
Facts.
But unlike Bruce Bowen, Lambier reveled in it and loved knowing that he was hated by pretty much the entirety of the basketball community outside of Detroit. In the words of Larry Bird, Rick Mahorn would try to foul you hard, but his teammate Bill Lambier would try to hurt you. There's no one more suited to give that opinion than Bird, as it appeared that Lambier tried to hurt him on multiple occasions.
That's white on white
as
crime.
someone who's seen many of the games,
That's white on white crime. I just realized
can tell
that.
you that his punishing cheap shots was a very regular occurrence. Eventually, someone finally decided to return the favor,
Robert
as
Parrish.
the Celtics center Robert Parrish struck
Said,
Lambier
"Fuck this
across
shit."
the face. The crazy thing about this play is that they didn't even call a flagrant foul, a technical foul, or a foul of any kind on Parrish. The ref simply stopped the action and resumed play as soon as Lambier had gathered himself, which seemed indicative.
Further stating what I just said, they allowed this shit in the 80s, bro. So that's why I'm saying he cannot be number one if it was allowed back then. He was allowed to do that, bro. Once they took that away, he became irrelevant, bro. Like, real talk, Bill Lambier became irrelevant when they changed the rules up and said you couldn't do that shit no more. When they said you couldn't do that shit no more, Bill Lambier became irrelevant, bro. He was pretty much up out of here. Like, real talk, Bill Lambier was up out of here, bro. Wasn't nobody really trying to pick him up. He was useless at that point. You couldn't really use enforcers like that. You could use them for like ticky-tack fouls if you're trying to send a message to the other team to stop somebody from driving to the paint. But other than that, it's like shit. It got to a point where Jordan, if you try to do that with Jordan would just take it personally and just drop 50 on you. So it got kind of pointless, and he kind of got ran out the league because of the rules. That's pretty much what happened, bro. Like, I can't put him in the top spot. I gotta put him at least. I put him a step above Zaza. But I can't put him above Draymond. I can't put him above Draymond. I can't put him above Carl. I can't put him above Bruce. Bruce Bowen is number one. It ain't even up for debate. This nigga played in an era where it was still okay to beat the fuck out of people, bro.
Of how the league felt about Lambier at the time. He might not have the ugliest acts of violence on his resume, but based on how frequently Lambier was punishing other players, I'm very comfortable putting him in the top spot on this list of notorious players. So what do you guys think? Who was a candidate for the dirtiest player that wasn't on my list? I look forward to hearing your picks in the comment section below.
Obviously Rodman, but Rodman should definitely get a nod on this list. I would say Rodman for sure, but dirty players, that's kind of tough, bro. Cause like you pretty much got them all up out the way. Yeah, that's pretty much got them all out the way. No, Chris Paul. You left Chris Paul off the list. Chris Paul is dirty. And we got to throw Kobe on there too. RIP to the B and RIP to the Mamba. But we got to throw the Kobe on there too. He was kind of dirty. He was kind of dirty too, my nigga. Let's not lie. Let's not act like Kobe didn't have certain tactics. Remember what he did to Tracy McGrady? Remember he put that elbow in his back and gave him back spasms or back contusion? Yeah. Fuck that nigga whole career up. Oh man, Kobe was different, bruh. But that's the Bean, that's the Mamba though. Anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, peace out. Fuck Zaza Pachulia.